Ada tak? QR. Ada ni.
So basically, I didn't actually want to teach you guys SNR first because I wanted you guys to understand the concept of engulfing. But since you guys are asking me about my certain traits, I'll teach you guys the reason why I take some certain traits.
Sorry,
Now,
but regarding the previous pattern again, just wanted to ask you something.
okay.
Was it M15 just now? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so never mind. So earlier this now the M15 gave an engulfing cell and then the price immediately touched the TP, right?
Yeah, TP.
Okay, so on M3 you were expecting only a COS for it to retrace back.
Yes, on see. Look, now are you talking about this level right here? This level.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Or are you talking about this level right here? Which level are you talking about?
Okay. No specific levels. I mean, meaning to say that if let's say price were to give an engulfing cell,
Right.
and it's without retesting, it hit the TP first and closed.
Now you're not taking
So
any other. You're not taking any other trade. Now, see, guys, go and back test. 90% of times, price will form an engulfing without coming back. Look at this. Can you see that? He never came back immediately, guys. Can you see that? This is an SNL break. An engulfing is an SNL break. That is why okay, fine. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Now, when we had a break here, engulfing, price came back and we're selling because of this trend line, no doubt. Now, can you see that? Now, I expected price to actually clear because this is liquidity. I expected price to clear this and respect this, but price never did that. What happened is there was a closure, I think, on H1. Seeing H1 close as a bearish candle, I'm expecting to buy and stepping down. This was how H1 was. So how M15 was. I was like, okay, if price should break this level, I'll be going to H1 level. Let's say H1 level was around this level. Now, can you see that price broke this is a break of structure in terms of SNL. Price broke that structure. That is now 1 hour is now bullish. We have a bullish 1 hour storyline. Price came back, retested that level and was buying. Now, I'm not talking about now in terms of engulfing. Would have been waiting for this to happen, which would have been late. Now, I wanted to teach you guys engulfing first of all, so that you understand storyline with engulfing. And then SNR will come in later so that you can have like early entries against. That is when I will teach you guys entries, because basically SNR is like one of the basics to my entries. So let me take my time to explain SNR to you guys. Now, remember we have, let's say this is a red candle. You guys know very well that price opened here, open and closed here, right? This is a bearish candle. So price opened here, went up a little bit, right? That's why we have this week. Now came back and closed like this as a red candle. This is the closure, right? Closure. Can you all agree that this is the closure of a red candle, of a sell candle? Hello?
Yeah.
Good. So now, whenever we have a sell close, a candlestick that closes like this, we will take this top as our resistance. The same thing goes with buys. Green candle. It means that price open here, right? Open, came down here as a red candle, came back like this, left this week, because it shows that price actually came down here and then closed as a bullish candle. This is the closure. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
So in this situation, we will take this as our low and we'll take this as our high. So now, if price should break this level with body, what do you think this is?
An engulfing buy.
An engulfing buy. Good. And if price should close like this, it means that this is an engulfing sell. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
Good. So we have this support, this resistance level, and we have the support level. Now, the first one I explained to you guys, just this single one. They call it is it the traditional type of, is it the classic type of SNL, like dominant candles, single candles, right? They are all like classic engulfing, classic SNL. And then we have the normal type of SNL, which is the traditional type of SNL. We have the buy candle and the sell candle. It forms the letter V, and it forms the letter V and the letter A. Now, let me give you guys an example of a dominant support. Now, this right here is the dominant support. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Dominant support. This right here is the dominant resistance. The same as this dominant resistance. This right here is a dominant support. Can you see that? And as a matter of fact, would have considered this to be a break of structure instead of SNL, but it is not that. This is only when price would have closed outside above this. That's when I would have considered it to be a break. So if price should break this one, it forms an engulfing. Definitely, it is telling us that price wants to retest this zone, and it will come down to this zone. Are you guys getting me?
So basically, you're using the breakout of SNR levels as an early entry.
Yes, as my entry.
Oh, all right.
That is the reason why. Look at this. That is the reason why. If you go back to your
17.5.
That is the reason why. If you go back to your H4 closed as a bearish candle, right? Bearish candle, and I told you guys this zone right here is the zone I'll be targeting. That's why I'll put a line there, right? So now this closure, this is my target. As I'm going down to my H1, I'm like, where do I need to break first of all before price should go there? This zone, right? H1. Am I correct? If price should break that zone, that is where I'm heading to. Now, since price also closed as a bearish candle, that means I can take the entry down here against this on 50 minutes. Going down to my 50 minutes, I'm like, okay, fine. Price also closed as a bearish candle. Am I correct? I'm like, where do I need to break? This is the zone that needs to break before I get to this level. And then if this zone should not hold price, this is my final level. Am I correct? So I can trade 50 minutes against this level. Going down to my 5 minutes. 5 minute close as a bearish candle. Ask yourself, where do you think price needs to break? Isn't this zone?
Yeah.
Now I waited and I saw this break, short and simple. I was like, okay, fine. I don't need to like wait to validate any other thing. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my target. And then straight up, actually, I expected price to actually come down to this trend line. You know, probably head down here, head down, probably head down, retest the state touch and starts buying. Eventually, price just reacted to this level and then started buying. That is how I had that entry today. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I'm basically teaching you guys the concept of SNL. Now, SNL is kind of complicated, but once you understand SNL, it is like one of the sweetest things you can do for yourself. Why? Because if you observe, price could not break this level. Did it break that level? No. The price break this level? No. Again, the price now break this level? No. The price break this level? No. Now, in this situation like this, I will stay out of the market because there's no major engulfing formed here. Price cannot break this level. Okay, we respected that level. This is where we're heading to. Price reacted to this level. It could not break that level. It cannot break this buy level. Respected that level. I was going to buy to this level. Could not break outside this level entirely. And you see, when price broke outside this level, you guys can see where price went to. Straight to our TP zone. And eventually, price broke out from this level, closed outside here, but it reacted to something, which was this. Close as a bearish candle. I'm like, okay, fine. This is where I'm buying the market to after that reaction on H4. So if you put a line here, go down to your H1. You're like, okay, fine. How did price close? Price close as a bearish candle. So if price should engulf this level, I'll be buying. So you'll be looking for opportunities to buy to this level, like a break to buy to this level. And eventually, if you go down to your 15 minute, did we have a break? I think I didn't take this entry because there wasn't any major break. Yeah, there wasn't any major break because this was the break. That was the break. And then price formed another red candle. This would have been the break. Eventually, price did that thing and closed inside here. Closed inside that zone. Now, price closing as an engulfing failed here means that, okay, that is a break of structure. Pull back. If you wanted to enter this market, you would have entered this market. Where will you target? Now, like I said, this zone has been tested. There was no fresh zone down here. There was no fresh zone down here. So that means this reaction here, right? This is a break of structure. Price should have been selling down to this level. But I think there was a H1 closure in price. Let's go back. Yeah, price closed as a bearish candle on H1. So definitely this is where I'll be buying to on H1. Now, since this is where I am buying to on H1, this is where I'm buying to. This is gonna be your first target. That is gonna be your first target. So you go down to your M15. Let's go back to M5 and click place the right validation, which is M15. Go down to your M5. Now, remember, this is the zone we're targeting. Now, have you seen that price actually broke out from this zone? Can you see that? Price broke out from that zone. What happened is we tested that zone and went, how many pips was that? This was a good 21 pips. Do you understand?
Yeah. Can you go on M15, please?
Okay.
So this one was
Yeah.
H1 level, right?
Yeah, yes.
So if that blue candle didn't touch your target,
Yeah.
but gave you that breakout,
yes,
yeah,
you would have been buying from this level against this level. You're
yeah,
getting
okay,
it.
okay.
You're getting it. But this zone are just too close to each other. So that means if you had a break even here, price never came back to this break even. You'd have still been holding this position against this buys here.
Oh,
against this buys here.
Yeah, okay, got it.
That is my own validation for SNL. I don't know if you guys have actually, you guys have another validation, but I'm always like, okay, why is price? Okay, price has broken structure, right? Okay, let's go back to that H4, for example. Because let's say I am mistaken, or I never understood what I learned from from AKFX. AKFX is a very good teacher. It's like it's the only free thing out there that has meaning, like fucking good meaning. Now look at this. This is a break of structure. If this is a break of structure, why is market not selling? If this is a break of structure, why is market not selling? If this is a break of structure, why is market not buying? Do you guys understand me? So definitely, as you can see, this is a break of structure. Definitely. But man, this is 4 hours we are talking about. This is 4 hours we are talking about. That is why I'm always talking about, yes, you have series of rules, but you need to be flexible. Like I came back and I saw that 4 hours was bearish based off this engulfing right here. Right? Based on this engulfing sell right here. But have you asked yourself why the price not respect that zone and to go down? Because it didn't want to, because price never wanted to do its thing. Besides, we reacted to a daily zone, so we should expect a change of storyline. Reacted to this level right here. Now, in terms of SNL, okay, now fine. Do you guys understand the proper break with SNL?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, good. So I can continue with the SNL discussion, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. So in terms of SNL, right? just like engulfing. Just like engulfing. Now remember, AKFX talked about reaction, rejection, reaction, whatever it is, closure of price, reaction, rejection, they are all the same thing. Now, whenever we have a rejection, price rejects this zone, right? Whenever we have that kind of rejection. And then let's say this is H4. You have your SNR level and price came, reacted that zone, closed below that zone as a bullish candle. Now, this closure right here, this is where I am targeting. Do you understand me? This is what I'm targeting below the blue candlestick. This is what I'm targeting. That means I need to catch something below on H1 against this level. Just like we have our engulfing zone, price came back and closed inside our engulfing zone. When you're going down to a lower time frame, we have an engulfing buy zone that needs to break. And it is obvious that this engulfing buy zone, obviously, is this zone right here. Does it make sense? Do I repeat myself?
Yeah, please come again.
Okay,
please.
okay, let me repeat myself. Now, this is an engulfing zone. This is an SNL zone. Now, price came, closed inside this zone. Price came, reacted inside this zone. Now, can someone tell me if this is H4, which time frame am I going to?
H1.
H1, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm going to H1, which zone do I need to mark for a break of structure? Is it the H1 engulfing buy zone? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Good. The same thing is applicable to SNL. Now, once we have a rejection, if I'm going down lower time frame, I need to have a zone that price needs to break. And obviously, it is now logically in terms of engulfing, we mark the engulfing, but in terms of SNL, for me, I will mark the low of the blue candle that engulfed the red candle here. Do you understand me?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Get it.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now we have two types of breaks. Now we have the dominant break, which will form an engulfing, and we have the major break of structure, which forms an engulfing failed. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Hello? Please, are we on the same page?
Yeah. We are.
All right, good. So now, basically, if this is a break of structure, right? Engulfing break, need to see price closing with body outside this zone. And then you can sell this level to your TP level, which is like your engulfing buy zone, your TP level. And if price should break that level, hey, you know that you're holding your sales. The same thing with SNR. You have this support zone here. If price should break that zone, a retest of this zone, maybe 50% of this candle, 50% of that candle, you're selling to the next SNL zone. The same thing goes with SNL, but they have different types of breaks, which whenever, if I see an engulfing buy zone, right? Engulfing buy zone that has a short engulfing red candle, but a long buy week. Now, if price will break this level, I will be very skeptical. Like if I'm selling the market from here, I'll still sell the markets, right? But I'll be skeptical with the lot size I'm using here because price might be reacting from this level. And then you have another break to the upper side. And then it's to start buying. It happens in the market. I think that is where our losses, like normally, will come from. Because yeah, this is an engulfing failed. And price should form an engulfing, right? The price should pull back, I'm selling. But whenever now, if I have an engulfing zone, right? An engulfing zone that has engulfing buy zone that has a long wick from the red candle, but a short buy candle. If this happens, to me, this is a break of structure. Am I making any sense? It has happened. I think it happened this week on I think the M15 time frame. I think so. Let's go to H1.
Yeah, but case it's not engulfing failed, right?
Okay, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Can you see this break here? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Can you see that? Now, to me, that's a break. That's why price reacted from that level. I think it happened again on, okay, it happened here. Can you see that? But this is an engulfing, but we have a break, and it's now break. To me, that is a break. I will take the buys. Do you understand?
So in this case, you don't have an engulfing fail, but you have a SNR break, and
Yeah.
you take the buy.
Yeah. I'll take the buy. Now, it is only when I have, like this situation, I have an engulfing sell, right? The engulfing candle is short, but the red candle that engulfed this blue candle has a long wick. Now, if I have a break as now I have an external, like an engulfing break, right? I'll be skeptical of the wick because there's something here. Do you guys understand me?
Yeah.
Because that zone can actually return price. So in case I'm buying, I'll be using smaller risk. I'll be risking small positions. And if it goes my way, fine. Now, if I have a short red candle, a blue candle, and then it's also a small wick, and then price breaks above the two of them, very good. That's when you have your engulfing failed plus engulfing. That's where the idea of engulfing failed plus engulfing comes in. Do you guys understand?
Yeah, get it. Yeah.
That's where the idea of engulfing failed plus engulfing, a strong break. You feel me?
Yeah. For that reason, it's magic setup.
Yeah, that is why it's called the magic setup.
All right.
So yes, that's the reason why I was buying gold today, because I was like, oh yeah, I have an SNL break, no problem. Entry, take my entry. Now, if price should close like this on a monthly time frame, this is a break. If price should close like this on a monthly time frame, this is a break. Why? Because this candle that fully engulfed this blue candle, right, has been broken. Oh my god, my system is low. You guys understand? That is a break. Now, in terms of SNL, that is a break. And if you can take your entry from this level right here, you can see that price was supposed to, price was supposed to respect something like this and go down. But eventually it broke, just like this, broke. So this is a break of structure. If price comes back, you can buy this market. But this, my brother, is a monthly time frame. You don't do that to yourself. Do you understand? You don't do that to yourself. So, let's continue. So far, you guys, do you understand like my validation for SNL break? Do you guys understand my validation?
Yeah. Get it.
Okay. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys something on the 3 months time frame. I think the 3 months time frame. Okay, fine, good. This is an engulfing cell. Am I correct? Now,
yeah,
they will say that this is a break of structure, but price did not break outside this level. That is why it was selling. Do you understand me? That is why it was selling. Now, had it been price broke out of this level, this zone like this, the blue candle, then that means this would have been a valid break, because we have a break now of this zone. And we can consider this to be an engulfing, but not this. This would have been the engulfing. So just like this, we still have this zone right here. Price hasn't broken out from this zone. Call it 3 months. Now, I would have been looking for entries. Price closed as a bearish candle. I would have been looking for entries down here. Definitely on 3 months, monthly. Now, ask yourself, where do we need it to break? First of all, on monthly. Here, right? We'll switch that to monthly. Now, since price closed as a bearish candle, I need it weekly to break. Now, first of all, weekly closed as a bearish candle. So it would have meant that this is where we wanted price to break, right? On weekly time frame. Right? And then eventually that was unable to happen. And then we have this. And then I was like, okay, fine. This is where I want market to break for the weekly time frame. Now, price closed as a bullish candle on weekly time frame. You go back to your daily. This is where you wanted daily to break, right? This is where you wanted to weekly to break. Now, remember, price close as an engulfing buy. That means this one has been broken out of. So straight up, this would have been our entry to this level. But price never came back here. Can you guys see that?
Would you take the buy based on daily time frame?
Yes, you can take the buys. Daily time frame engulfings are much stronger than lower time frame engulfings. So
but you don't use weekly or monthly for direct buys, right?
Yeah, no, you don't wait for monthly. You can take daily if you have a good capital. Now, this is a very good trade because price has closed outside this box. Price has closed outside that box. And you're like, oh yeah, man, this is crazy. I'm buying this market. Wait, this level. Price broke that level with 2 candles. And price is buying.
Good, brother. Good.
So you guys understand what I mean. Now, that is how I validate my SNL structures with engulfing. Now, that reminds me. Let's go back to the explanation. Let me go back to the explanation I was giving to you guys. Now, remember,
I understand, brother.
You understand? Good.
Yeah.
Now, remember, we have a rejection, a blue candle rejection. Now, AKFX, when I was watching AKFX, now he said, now, as a result of this rejection, if you go down, let's say this is daily, you go down to your H4 and you have a new support being formed. What kind of support? I mean, a buy sell candle. Let's say this kind of support is formed, like a buy candle and a small sell candle with wicks. This is definitely resistance. Am I correct, guys? Like the rejection forms this small resistance. Like a buy candle and a small red candle forms a resistance. Yeah. You guys, right? Let's go to the chart. Something like this. This is a resistance, right? If you switch to a line chart.
It's the same thing that happened today.
Right? If it forms this, you're selling. But for me, I won't tell you guys to look for sales. I won't tell you guys to look for sales because now basically, if there is a rejection and when you're going down to your lower time frame, you have an engulfing being formed just like this weekly rejection. This weekly rejection, and you know very well this is where you're buying the markets to, right? And from this rejection, I have an engulfing being formed, not after, like not like after the closure, but before the closure. This engulfing happened during the closure of the weekly candle, right? So yeah, this is a break. To me, this is a break of structure. This is a change of now we have a weekly, we have a daily bullish storyline. Now, in terms of engulfing, this is where we are supposed to change our storyline. This is where we have daily bullish storyline. But in terms of SNL, whenever we have an engulfing break, we are now bullish on daily. So where? This zone. So now a situation where, okay, weekly closed and we formed a red candle, right? And a small buy candle. Now, to me, this is not strong enough because remember what I told you guys. Now, whenever we have a small buy candle and a small red candle, let's say this daily, if you go to your 4 hours, it will mean that 4 hours formed an engulfing buy one time frame confirmation, but we couldn't fail the 4 hours engulfing sell zone that was supposed to fail. That is why we formed this. Now, if we had failed this 4 hours zone, it would have formed a daily engulfing buy. That is why we have this. Should I explain myself again? Hello?
No, it's clear. It's clear.
Let me explain myself again. Let me explain myself one more time because I want to be clear. Now, if you go back to FX video, he talked about having a rejection. And when we have a rejection, let's say this is daily. You go down to your H4 and you have a fresh resistance being formed. Now, remember I said we have two types of resistance. We have the normal SNL resistance, support resistance, and we have the engulfing resistance. Now, this is what AKFX was talking about, which this means that on H4, right? Which means that on H1. Now, if you see this forming on H4, it means that on H1, right? On H1, we have formed an engulfing cell, but not an engulfing failed. Now, this second type of SNL, which if you go down to H1, you see this, it means that H1 had a change of storyline. Like when I mean change of storyline, engulfing failed. That is why we're able to form this. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
Yes, understand, brother.
Good. So that is the reason why this price was buying. Price never came back. Remember what I told you guys? 70% of the times whenever we have an engulfing failed, price never comes back. I was lucky today that price came back to that 5 minutes engulfing. After it broke that structure, I was lucky enough. After price broke this level here, can you guys see that? Price pulled back and I was like, wow, I'm taking that bias. And eventually that bias gave me a good amount of pips and I was done for the day. Like, you don't necessarily, now the thing is, see, forget about flipping accounts. I've seen so many people asking me questions when I had a story, like a question story sessions. Do I flip accounts? I forcefully did not want to answer that question. Because if you're building that delusion in your head that, okay, I'm always want to flip the account, there is no industry that works that way. Fine, you have Malaysian traders doing that, yeah, but man, like it's high time you have to be honest with yourself. You're looking for a system that works, a system that you can apply over time and make money in the market. You don't have to be necessarily flipping accounts. Leave that one for your personal funds. But as a trader right now, you're looking for a system that will help you train your psychology. And having this system, what I'm teaching you guys is what I do every day. I took an entry of this level, right? And if it was a funded account, like 2 or 3 trades in a week is enough. You don't have to stress yourself. It's like enough. It's enough for you to just capitalize on the market and then you're done for the day.
Exactly, brother.
You're done for the day. Just forget about the stories, people flipping accounts, people having multiple positions, like people having like crazy positions, like Malaysian traders having so many positions, using big lot sizes and having so many positions on their screen. At the end of the day, like I don't know, man. If they have that kind of self-discipline and mind control that they are not able to spend all this money they are making on their forex industry, it's okay, it's fine. But to me, the reality is I can't be making such money and I'm like, we have people making such money, no doubt.
By the way, brother Adam.
Yeah.
By the way, Milu 12 month jeli.
Okay.
Okay, jeli. Goal continuation dia continuation buy.
Okay.
Retracement sell. So almost 3 years retracement sell. 12 month. 12 month.
Yeah. You're right. Are you talking about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
good has
12
been
month.
selling.
Yes.
We have
you open 12 month.
1, 2,
time frame.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is basically 1 year. Good has been falling for 1 year.
Yes.
And it used how many months?
You open 12 month.
Last
yearly.
month. Okay,
12.
Okay.
Okay. So Milu continuation goal buy retracement sell almost 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, almost 3 years.
3 years pull back. Yes, pull back.
Yeah, I get what you mean. This 3 months. Yeah. You're right. 1, 2. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
But this is
year, boom.
this is actually even beautiful, right? Because everything it's very much applicable to the higher time frames.
Yes.
If you take a look at this, price was unable to break from this level.
Yes, EG to EG.
Yeah, price was unable to break. break that level, and then eventually it broke out from this other level. That's why price is buying. And then you have this EF.
Engulfing fail. Yes.
Yeah, and if you look at it, price never retested this level at first. The first time price came, never retested that level.
Yeah.
Then second time retested this level, which is this. And then as a result of that retest, do we have a break? Put a line here.
Yes, brother.
You know that now, you know that this is where price is supposed to break structure.
Long-term direction.
Yeah, long-term direction. Yeah. So go down to your 3 months. 3 months. Where do you think price should break? Price was unable to break here. That is why price is selling. Do you feel me?
Nice,
That's why
brother.
price is selling. So everything is it all boils down to understanding like the market storyline.
Direction.
Yeah, direction and market storyline. Now let me teach you.
Direction is the key.
Adam,
Yeah.
if gold breaks that level, it's gonna fly, right?
Oh my God, gold is going to fucking fly.
Fucking fly.
Like we should just pray, please. Someone should pray that gold doesn't break that level because we are not gonna catch gold anymore.
Direction first, CMP second.
Yeah, direction
Always
first of all.
CMP. Yes.
So
Okay, continue, brother. Sorry.
no, I know you're like really surprised at how it works. So
Okay.
it's fine. So back to my explanation. So
wait, Adam, the link is gonna expire in 1 minute. So
okay. So I'll send a new link to you guys. I think that's probably gonna be the last time. And
Okay, brother.